Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa and Transfer Hub. And on today's episode, we're probably going to keep it short and sweet. Jhon Duran with a proposed move to West Ham for £35 million plus a 10% sell-on. So we've pretty much known this from last January that Duran wants to leave Villa, and he's feel like he's been twerking for Chelsea and hasn't got that move. That move hasn't come into fruition. Fabrizio Romano is mentioning now that West Ham have bid a few times for Jhon Duran, and the next stage of that bid is at this 35 million plus a 10% sell-on. So looks like Jhon Duran is West Ham's first target for their striker options. If we go and have a little look at the source, we've got Fabrizio saying West Ham have already submitted more than one bid for Duran to Aston Villa. Understand last proposal currently worth around 35 million plus 10% sell-on clause. Negotiations underway. Personal terms already agreed with Duran. My car's running. I'll drive him there myself. See you later, Jhon Duran. You know, it's such a weird one because looking at it from a player point of view and watching him as a Villa fan, if there's any West Ham fans that pick up on this one and watch this episode, he's got bags of potential. Like, he's got so much potential when he does things well and it looks like he's on it. He's a good player. We saw that our last home game of the season against Liverpool. His striking of the ball is really good. His hold-up play, his link-up play is good. I think he's going to be a top striker if he knuckles down, if he gets his head down, if he works hard. You know, all of those things that I'm mentioning are sort of like things that haven't happened at Aston Villa. And I think when I look at it from a Villa fan point of view, and I look at who our manager is, and I look at Unai Emery and the way in which he can develop players, the way he can improve players. We saw when Ealing Jr. came to Aston Villa, the first thing he mentioned was, I can't wait to work with this manager. He's going to improve me. He's going to take my game forward. I'm really looking forward to working with him. And then you've got Jhon Duran, who seemingly looks like he's unprepared to listen at times. And maybe that's his character. Maybe that's who he is. But unfortunately, that way of working hasn't worked because he's had ample opportunities, whether that was in the Europa Conference League games, and he got took off at half-time in some of those. He's had very limited minutes at Aston Villa. And I think you're always going to get limited minutes at Aston Villa anyway when you've got Ollie Watkins as your first-choice striker. So minutes are going to be limited, but you would have expected, even with Ollie Watkins, for him to get slightly more minutes. So I think from that point of view, I'm a little bit disappointed in him that he hasn't wanted and hasn't wanted to work and try and get in the team and just stick around more and sort of want to learn. And we're in the Champions League. He's going to be playing for a Champions League club in Europe. But it just hasn't felt like he's wanted to be here. We saw the rumours last January with Chelsea. We saw all the conversations at the start of the window with Chelsea. And now we've got these rumours with West Ham. Maybe West Ham can offer him first-team football straight away. Is he going to be their main striker next season? He may well be. But West Ham aren't in Europe. Villa in the Champions League. So the move feels a bit weird, having him wanting to go to Chelsea, and then now it's at West Ham. It's just a bizarre scenario. And, you know, let's be honest, if Duran scores 25 goals for West Ham next season, I can guarantee you he's twerking for a move somewhere else. That's just the vibe. That's just the vibe I've got with him. Like, I don't think he's one of those players, say like Ollie Watkins, who is really happy where he is and understands the role and just keeps getting better and better. Jhon Duran is just going to be, I don't know. I don't know, but hopefully he's not going to be our problem anyway, so we won't have to think about it. So yeah, Jhon Duran looks like he's going to West Ham. Interestingly, Villa play West Ham on the first game of the season, so I reckon we're going to have full Adebayor vibes if he scores. He's going to go running up to the Villa fans, knee sliding in front of the Villa fans. That's what I could probably imagine him doing anyway. So yeah. The news, Duran, West Ham, I think for Villa, 35. If we can push it to 40 and get that sell on as well, that is going to be incredible business. You know, we signed him for less than 20 to double our money in practically a year, maybe, is just unbelievable stuff. So what a deal that is. We've worked wonders with it. And it will be able to allow us to put that money towards another striker as well. And, you know, we get a younger striker again, maybe someone of a different sort of personality profile to Jhon Duran. And I think it'll work in our favour. And I think our attacking line will be really good. And, you know, I stick by my fundamentals with players. I want players who want to wear this badge, wear this shirt. Well, not this badge, because this badge has changed, hasn't it? So where's a Villa badge? We change our badges quite a lot. So we'll wear a Villa badge and we'll wear claret and blue. We'll want to wear it and we'll give everything while they're wearing that badge. So that's where I'm at. So the money would be absolutely fantastic. You know, what business, you know, doubling your money off a player and he's only scored, what, handful of goals? We keep doing that all the time. Oh, it'll be absolutely fantastic. And we've got Ornstein is reporting that Bidace is going to Ipswich, but Villa had sort of an ability to match what another club would pay. And I just don't think Villa are going to be in the market for Bidace. I think we've moved on from that one as well. I think we're shopping in a different market. And I still don't think that he would be playing for Aston Villa anyway, even if we re-signed him. So, Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully, we will have a clipboard corner out later on today as well. A lot of you really enjoyed that concept. So, thank you for all the kind words. Glad you all enjoyed it. And up the Villa. Let me know your thoughts on Duran.